How sloppy.
Hey everyone, I'm Nathan, though you might know me from my stream where I go by SF Smallpox. I've seen a couple of requests recently for a beginner's guide to Blazblue Cross-Tag Battle, or BBTag as it's generally called. Fighting games can be overwhelming to get into, so I figured I would try my best to introduce beginners with the fundamentals first. There's probably a lot of information here that you're already familiar with, but I wanted to start from the absolute basics, so that we're all on the same page. I'll be breaking these lessons down into short videos that focus on very specific topics, so you can skip around if there's stuff you already know and come back if there's stuff you don't quite understand. With that, let's get started. Lesson 1. The A attack and basic playstyles. Like I said, I want to start with the absolute basics. But don't worry, I'm going to let you in on some information that the game doesn't tell you in any of the training or tactics modes. To begin with, let's just look at the buttons this game gives us to play around with. BBTag has 3 attack buttons, A, B, and C. Then a tag out button that switches which character you're using, and lastly, an assist call button that calls your second character in as an assist attack. For this section, we're going to be focusing entirely on the A attack, as it will represent the core of your gameplay. You might be surprised to know that the A button has a lot of design going into it. You ever notice that a lot of the standing A attacks look similar? Ragna and Nu both perform a kick, Yu and Hyde both do sword slashes, Mitsuru and Weiss both do little pokes. You get the idea. Most A attacks are similar in appearance because they are all similar in function. Your A attack is meant to be hit at its maximum range. So if you're moving toward an opponent, there's a range at which your character wants to stop moving and attack. There's not an A attack in the game that doesn't follow this rule. For example, Mitsuru doesn't want to do her little pokes at the same range that Yang wants to punch fools. Now, you might have noticed that if you hit an A attack, then hit the A button again, a different attack comes out. This is because BBTag uses what's called an auto combo system, where you can do a combo just by pressing one button over and over again. Auto combos are never as good as real combos, but for this video, I'm going to basically act like real combos don't exist. It's more important that a new player understand how to get a hit, rather than how to make that hit hurt. So, to reiterate, you want to hit your character's A attacks at their maximum range. If your attack connects, you'll always be able to follow up into an A attack auto combo, as the auto combos are designed to always connect after the first hit, assuming the character you're hitting is on the ground. The A button has another layer to it beyond just spacing, though. The A attack tells you how the character intends to fight. Consider the differences between Ragna's A attack and Mitsuru's. Ragna swings his leg out recklessly, while Mitsuru performs a quick stab with her rapier. This doesn't just represent a difference in characterization, this also represents a difference in playstyle. Ragna is a rushdown character, with potent mix-ups and strong damage. Mitsuru's damage is lower, but with finesse, she can attack from a variety of far safer angles. This principle extends to every character in the game. Generally, the whole cast of BBTag can be separated into 3 parts. Close-up fist fighters like Yang and Akihiko, longer-ranged weapon fighters like Mitsuru and Weiss, and variably ranged magic users like Nine and Hilda. There's a lot of overlap between these 3 groups, however. Ragna has range like Mitsuru, but puts his body at risk like Yang. Makoto fights at point-blank range like Akihiko, but utilizes projectiles that can catch an opponent from full screen, like Nine. So let's go over those 3 different types of characters to get an idea of their advantages and their drawbacks. Fist fighters are fast and hard-hitting, but short-ranged and risky. They also tend to have methods of bypassing certain attacks. Akihiko has his duck, while Yang has her armor. Play a fist fighter if you favor an aggressive playstyle that wants to be right next to the opponent while applying pressure. Weapon fighters are well balanced, but can't always turn their stray hits into big damage. They're also pretty easy to learn, usually featuring safe hits from comfortable ranges, such as Yuzuriha's slashes or Neapolitan's umbrella. Play a weapon fighter if you want your gameplay to be adaptable. They're a good choice for beginner players for this reason. Magic users are unique, but tend to be hard to control. They'll usually have multiple mechanics that are unique to them, such as different movement options or complex special moves. These things can be versatile and powerful, but only play a magic user if you really feel like it. Be warned, they'll take some time to get used to them. I'm not going to go over every single character, but you get the idea. Every character has an A attack that tells you how they're meant to be played. Use that information and the framework of fist fighters, weapon fighters, and magic users to figure out which character works best for you. So let's recap what we just learned. BBTag is a 5-button fighting game. The A button tells you a lot about the character you're playing, including their optimal range and playstyle. You want to try and hit your opponent from the max range of your character's A attack. This will always lead into an auto combo. There are only so many types of A attack in the game, and if you're ever struggling to understand how a character plays, just ask yourself, are they a fist fighter, a weapon fighter, or a magic user? That's all for this tutorial. I'll be back with another lesson soon, so subscribe for more and follow me on Twitch if you have any questions you'd like to ask me personally. Thank you very much, and I'll see you next time.